Listen, I don't know what that was. I don't know. I don't know what that was. But whatever they, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna listen to it, right? We're gonna listen to it, and after we listen to it, we're going to talk about it in detail. I mean, it's only, it's only the right thing to do. So I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Things have been going well. Let me go over here real quick to the other one. Things have been going well. I should move this right here. Yeah, things have been going well. Today was actually supposed to be my day off. Ain't that crazy? So I'm asleep, right? And I notice I keep getting these notifications, and I'm pissed because I'm thinking, why didn't I just turn all my notifications off? So it's just like ring, ring, ring. And then I'm seeing all this stuff going on Twitter. Then finally, I'm going to say about 4 or 5 hours after the press conference, I'm up and out of the bed and I'm checking my messages. And I'm like, oh, shit. Some crazy shit just went down. Like, how did I picked a hell of a day to try to take the day off. What's the reason why I'm doing this? I wasn't supposed to be doing nothing but watching movies. I was watching The Devil's Rejects just before this. I'm supposed to be watching movies and basically just like playing video games and shit, So in the meantime, since we're here, we gotta listen to it, because there's people who haven't listened to it, we gotta listen to it in detail. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you. I kind of could, but I'm not going to because it's going to be all choppy. And I'm going to be right back. Please subscribe. All the links to my social media are right down below. I am TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I'll be right back.
To the final press conference from today, and a fight that, of course, has grabbed the headlines, the attention of the British sporting fans and Dereck, Chisora's promoter. He's equally as excited as this fight. We always have a good rivalry, and we're gunning for a Dillian Whyte victory here. He sees otherwise, and now I'm going to pass over to him to say a few words.
First of all, good afternoon. It's always interesting to work in a heavyweight fight, big heavyweight fight, especially when it's a grudge fight. I think the grudge part I'll leave to the guys to talk in a minute about, but what I would talk about quickly is the heavyweight division, a division that we've got a rich history in over the last years. And you can see the change that is going through the heavyweight division. Obviously, to the top of the bill, Anthony Joshua doing a great job over here in really promoting the sport of boxing and the sport of boxing. Whether you talk about a Mayweather or a Pacquiao, that's all great, but at the end we live and die by the heavyweight division, and it's a division that's that over the last 10 years has seen a domination by two brothers, but unfortunately for the fans outside of Germany, maybe has not really been an event to talk about. So what's great to see is that you have characters now, and it is a time when there's big fights to be made. Big fights to be made around the world. I mean, last weekend we had about 15,000 people in Bulgaria, Bulgaria of all places. But the heavyweight division is back. I think we can all thank Anthony Joshua very much for doing a great job in the UK. But Deontay Wilder in the US, the stronghold's gone, and these guys are fighting for something on Saturday to be part of that. And I think that's something that needs to be played up with as well this week.
Thank you, Callum. Adam, we had a lot of fun in the build-up to this fight. Of course, gloves are off, and that was aired last night. Had a fantastic response. A big fight on Saturday, and certainly one that's really grabbed the attention of the British fight fans.
Yeah, I'll echo Callum's words. Like the heavyweight division's not been as exciting as this in quite some time. Obviously, Anthony Joshua, Eric Molina topping the bill. Joseph Parker and Andy Ruiz as well. Deontay Wilder coming back next year. We've got David Haye and Tony Billy. We've just announced Tyson Fury. Hope to see again as well. I mean, listen, it's a fantastic time to be a heavyweight. And I think Dylan Whyte and Dereck Chisora have got huge potential to go on and fight for a world title. But obviously, it's a really big fight for the two of them. Not only the British heavyweight title fight on the line, but also, you know, the fact that they can have some huge fights in the next couple of years. You know, Derek's been around a long, long time. Dylan maybe sees himself as the fresher guy, but you know, it's a really good match. And I think that's the most important thing. It's a great match in a great time for heavyweight boxing. Yes, there's needle. Yes, there's bad blood. Yes, it overspilled in the Sky Studios, and it was unsavoury at times. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, it was real and it was dealt with in an effective way. We don't need to see that again. But what we do know is that it's deep and they don't like each other, and that all adds to the spice, the needle. And I think on Saturday night we're going to get what we want, which is a great heavyweight fight. And I think the two of them will have a lot of respect for each other afterwards, after they've gone to war, because I think that's what they will do, and I think we'll have a fight to remember.
Dillian says no. But Mark Tibbs, obviously now your fourth fight with Dillian Whyte in very quick time as well, and the biggest fight, arguably, of his career so far, really, a real fight that could lead him on to a world title shot in 2017.
Yes, for sure. It's been really interesting and a privilege working with Dillian. I think he's got a great skill set, and it's got even better from fight to fight. With that, this fight, I believe, it's not technically a difficult task, with all due respect. I don't see it anyway. But it's all about mindset with Dillian, and with his existing skill set now and a great mindset, we're going to do a good job.
How important is it to control his emotions on Saturday?
Well, it's up to him. He's been told. He knows. He's been told he's got good people around him. He knows what's best for him. He knows good instructions, and he believes in good instructions when he hears them, like we all do. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Dillian perform. He's equipped. He's ready.
Dereck, you look in great shape. We know you've been out in Russia, sparring Povetkin and preparing hard for this fight. A couple of days away now from a big fight on Saturday night.
First of all, you know, I want to give a shout out to everybody who's here. You know, Manchester, the king is here. You know, around this whole build up to this fight, you know, there's so much going on. You know, I mean, like the gloves are off. You know, things are going down, but you know, put that on the side. You know, I personally believe that this fight and me and this guy here is going to be a great fight. You know, I don't have much trash talking to do because there's no need. The fight is going to happen on Saturday, and I hope the best thing comes out because I'm in great shape, and I'm excited about the fight. You know, Twitter is blowing up right now. You know, gloves are off was going off yesterday. You know, things look great. You know, I'm just sad my coach is not here. You know, because Jimmy, what's the trainer's name?
Martins.
Oh yeah, he's just talking crap.
Obviously, people got to see the gloves are off last night. It did blow up during the fight, but you seem to really have your head on the business on Saturday night and realise this is a very important fight for your career as well.
Listen, this is how it is, man. You know, when the same situation happened with David Hay, I think people on Sky Sports saying he should be banned from boxing, you know, and then this time it happens on Sky and then you praise it. It's a lot of bullshit. Let's all be honest, you know. I do what I want when I want, and come fight night, you shall see what's going to happen. You know, he might want to box instructions, but we're not going to do that. I want to drag him into the deep end. You know, to just make it much better, I want to fuck him up.
Listen, mate, little boy. Listen.
Yo, mate, go on, mate.
Listen here, mate. You've only got one thing. That's all you can do is brawl. In it for a fucking minge. You're gonna get fucking seen to, I promise you. Your career's gonna be a career ending for you, I promise you.
Dillian, a big fight for you. Taking away the grudge side, a big fight for you on Saturday night for your career.
Yeah, it's a very important fight, you know what I'm saying? Certain fights are going to push you in the right direction if you want to go in to see world champion. You know, get one step closer. I've had 4 fights in 5-6 months, and I'm excited. I'm in a good place. I feel good, I feel strong, and I'm ready to, you know, I'm not going to start swearing and all that sort of stuff. I'm ready to get it on.
Obviously, gloves are off, left a bad taste in the mouth with you guys, but has that driven you in camp?
Every left a bad taste in my mouth because me and Dereck both know him. Me and him left in a room by ourselves with no security, I'd have killed him there and then, and he knows that. He was scared. Shut your mouth. He was scared. Listen, when I stepped to him, I started letting punches go. He wasn't throwing no punches. He was scared. He was terrified. As you get, everyone can see, there was about 10 security holding me. I know one guy.
Let me go, you cats. Let me go. Let me go.
What happened?
Let me tell you something.
Eddie, hold on.
By the time I dealt with him, he was talking to lady, and he was a poopy guy.
When I got older, let me go.
Listen to me.
What is that? They both got man handled.
Listen.
I think he punched you, he didn't throw one. All he did was a little bite like a girl.
Let me go. Let me go.
Dereck, listen to me. I'm gonna tell you something now.
Yeah.
I swear on my children's life.
Don't spoil your kids' life, man. Don't spoil your kids' life.
Everywhere I see you the rest of my life, I'm gonna attack you.
What?
Even after the fight, trust me.
This guy, man.
All right?
This guy ain't got a clue.
Dereck, listen to me, Dereck.
Go on.
Listen to me. And you know, it's all right. Trust me. Mate, you know, it's all right. It's cool. Trust me. You'll be seeing me very soon, my friend. Trust me.
Yeah?
Trust me.
I'll see you on Saturday.
Trust me. Yeah, that's all right. You'll be seeing a lot more of me after that as well. Trust me, my friend. Trust me.
Listen, man. Don't be beaten, bro. Don't be beaten. It's bad taste for you. Don't be like that.
Don't be beaten.
Don't try and take this on road because you can't succeed on anything.
You made it that.
I didn't make it on road. I didn't make it on road.
Trust me. You're gonna pay for it. Trust me.
In what way?
You will pay for it. Trust me.
See?
Trust me.
On Saturday night.
On Saturday and after Saturday, I'm gonna get you.
On Saturday night. All I'm bothered about.
Trust me, I'm gonna get you.
Just tell me finally, boys, what happens? Tell me how the fight unfolds. That's what I care about, the fight. How does Dillian Whyte win the fight on Saturday night?
Whichever way I
It starts getting good from here. Now, I apologize because I know there's going to be some people are going to say, oh, we heard this, so we saw it already. No, there's a lot of people who you'd be surprised have not seen it, or in this case, heard it already. You don't have to see it. Well, if you want to see clips and the actual action that went down, because shit hit the fan. So if you want to see that, then go to my Instagram real quick. All you got to do is go right down below to the description box, and you'll see Instagram. Click that link, scroll down, and you're gonna see all this, you know, Dereck, Chisora, Dillian Whyte stuff, you know. So hang in there. We're gonna go right back to it and listen to it. It's only about 8 more minutes left. So this is when shit is about to get real. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live, and we're going to talk about it all. Please subscribe.
I can go out there and bang them up whichever way. I feel like whichever what my man told me in the night, I'll do that. So those fights where I just need to get the W. That's it. But I definitely want to knock this guy out. You know, I don't want him to get up close to me because his breath smells like horse shit. So we'll see how it goes.
Dereck?
You know, you see, you know, the problem with fighters these days is more like this. They wake up and they get told by somebody who just came out of university with a degree of higher sports scientist, whatever. And what they made him believe was they got to this university and they think they're going to build a massive boxing guy. You know, they're going to give him a new heart. They're going to make him. They're going to make him physically stronger and everything. But to be honest with you, yeah, he trained okay, but I don't think he trained.
He lost the battle that we had already, Dereck.
Which one was that? Which one?
In this guy's shooter, he was scared. He was cowering away when I stepped to you.
No. Okay.
Ask these guys that was there. They see. Okay, why did he say to them if they show the whole video and the gloves are off, you're not gonna fight? Why did he say that? Why did he say that?
Because I didn't want to pay so much money to the.
Yeah. You little coward.
No.
You were scared because you knew the people to see what happened. You knew that. That's why you didn't want it to be shown. Come on, dude. Please just be real with yourself.
Hey, it's his. I'm being real with myself.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
How old are you? Really?
Me? I think I'm 45.
At least you're telling the truth.
I
You
think
know,
I'm
imagine if
45.
all the kids used to play rugby at school. Come over here lying that you're 15 when you're 27. Come on, dude.
Let's ask Dylan exactly what happened in the gloves off. If he's honest, he'll tell you the truth.
Dereck backed me in my chest after I drafted him in. We all had a little rock as we fell on the floor. He bit me in my chest. Who does that? The man's a 17, 18 stone heavyweight. He's there throwing punches. He bit me in my chest. Like, what's that all about? Like, come on, man. You know, I got to this guy, I squared up. I'm even moving my head because I'm expecting this guy to swing some punches back. He didn't do anything. I swear to God, he went like this. He went like this, and after I hit him 3 times, and the guys was holding me back. Listen, if it was me alone in there, that would have been the end of it. Trust me. Trust me, me and you alone somewhere, Dereck. I will end you. I'll put your lights out with my bare face. Trust me. Forget all this here. You know deep in your heart as well. Trust me. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Who's the donkey now? Who's the donkey?
You know, I said it already, man. You know, me and my promoter, yeah, we say it. He said it. And he heard must be a silly guy for putting Whyte in there with you. Listen, I haven't got nothing to lose. I need something he's got. That's it. You know, I've lost 6 fights. There's no doubt about it. But I've lost great 6 fights. I've given great fights.
This guy's so deluded. He's lost great fights. He's 45 pull up for his break. What's great about that?
I've given great fights.
Punches in your mouth for 12 rounds.
Yeah, but we all know, Dylan. Before you become Dylan, you were a sparring partner. You know?
Yeah, that's it. I never had a long amateur career. I sparred to learn my trade.
Yeah,
simple.
Yeah, which is great for you. You know, I really appreciate you.
I sparred you against the champion and I'm bashing you up then.
Pardon, I didn't get that.
Don't worry, I'll send you a memory in there.
Oh, yeah.
There was talk, Dereck, about the sparring that on gloves are off. Do you take positives from that? Is that a...
Nah, man, it's a situation that, you know, that happened about 4 years ago, so we don't really care about that. I don't really care about that, to be honest with you. You know, what happened in the gym, I stays in the gym, who cares about it? I don't really care. You know,
Okay.
It's just what it is, you know. Saturday's here, there's no need to try and wind him up or anything like that.
You can't wind me up, bro.
We'll see.
You can't wind me up because you best, mate. You need to thank some people around you. You really need to say thank you for some of the people around you. Trust me. Trust me. You need to really thank some of the people around you.
Tell me.
It's really taught me out. Trust me.
Okay, what?
Don't worry, my friend. You'll find out very soon.
You're missing the point, my friend.
Trust me, I got it, man. You just ain't seen it yet. Don't worry about it.
See what?
You'll see very soon.
It's like what? Tell me. You know, don't try and threaten my life and then you think...
I'm not tripping your life. Why are you getting nervous? I'm not tripping your life. Why are you getting nervous?
I sit down like this.
I'm not tripping your life.
Yo, I told you already. Don't try and threaten my life and then you think I'll sit down and take it.
Okay, so what's going to happen?
Huh?
What's going to happen?
Are you sure you wanted to kick off right now? Because if you want to, I can.
Don't listen.
Remember, I told
Don't get out of the fight. Don't get out of the fight.
Listen, I don't come out of the fight.
Don't get out of the fight.
Listen, what I'm saying to you, bro, yeah,
okay,
you take a chill pill because when you try and threaten my life, say after the fight, we're gonna go on the road. Don't think I'm a stupid man.
I never said I was gonna go on the road. You're twisting my word, my friend.
What did you say then?
I never said I was gonna go on the road.
Look, I just look in my eyes, and if you think I'm a pussy, I'm a punk, you tell me right now. Because listen, I am the baddest man fucking me. Yeah.
Dereck, live with me. Dereck, calm down, mate. Come on, Breeze. Come on. Go, boy. Come on, mate. All right. Calm down.
You think he's got the right to spread my fucking life and then you want to sit there? Are you fucking serious? What are you talking about? Are you guys serious? Hey, you want me to fucking end the show today? Are you guys serious? He sits there and talks about my fucking friend, my life. Are you fucking mad? Dereck, listen to me. Listen to me. You guys ain't got a fucking clue. Let me go. No. Don't wait. Don't be touching me. Do not be touching me. Don't be touching me. Leave. Cool. Come on. You guys want to sit there and guys telling you my life and shit, and then you want to promote that shit? Are you crazy? Adam, are you stupid? Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to talk to Adam. Why are you mad? He sits there and he tells my life, saying he's going to do something after the fight. Should I do something before the fight? Huh? No, he said after the ring we'll do something. I don't mind. All right. But listen, let me tell you something. I don't care. But when men turn my life, it's on. He can show on his kid's life, it's on. I didn't threaten his life.
Listen, to give you correct, it's a British heavyweight title fight on Saturday.
Listen, my career, listen, I can give up the British Border Control license and go get another one. I did it on the same day as David Hayes, and we got paid.
This is a big fight.
No, I understand, but you can't, a man cannot sit there and threaten my life. Do you understand?
Yeah,
how would you feel if I sit there and threaten your
I
life?
understand that. But leave him, ignore him. Concentrate on yourself.
Forget the fight. If he wants to have a little rumble in the car, I am down for that shit.
So in a way, it's kind of like he's kind of like dry snitching a little bit. Would you agree? Kind of. It's kind of like he's dry snitching a little bit. And all that stuff about, remember the British Boxing Board of Control is seeing all this stuff. So they're the governing body that can say, yo, we're not allowing this fight to happen. You could have hurt somebody or somebody could have got hurt. We don't know. Now, will they cancel the fight? They're not canceling this fight. This is already the fight of the weekend. This fight that was made when it was like, this is just too, Dillian Whyte, he's okay, but he's just a younger version of Dereck Chisora. Dereck Chisora needs to win because all of his big fights he lost. So this was a crossroads fight for both fighters, but we should have known beforehand, just like my ass should have known beforehand not to miss this press conference, because we should have known that these are two head cases. So we should have known, some shit was going to go down. How did we not know? Just like, how did we not know that David Haye wasn't going to lay hands on Tony Bellew? David Haye is known for laying hands. He tried to beat Dereck Chisora up with this big ass industrial tripod, meaning David Haye. It's these beads. Go back and check the photos, right? This is my little what is it called? Hypothesis or some shit? I know, I really know the real word, but I'm just doing my videos live. He wear these beads on his arms, right? Whenever David Haye wear those beads, he's gonna sock somebody. Go look at the photos. He wear these beads. I'm dead ass serious. A little beaded bracelet. If you ever see him with that beaded bracelet on, just keep a distance. Even when he socked Tony Bellew, right? When he punched him dead, when he tried to, they say it missed. It grazed him. It grazed him. Yes, I know Tony Bellew pushed David Haye first, and David Haye swung the quick left. But you could see one cameraman, whoever that was looking like, yo, they peeped what David Haye was doing. So they was watching him. You see David Haye plotting in preparation. He doing shit like this. You know, like he knew that once him and Tony Bellew faced off, he knew that he was going to have to throw some hands. So he was making sure my shit loose. So, you know, they don't break my jaw here, or, you know, I'm going to try to break his. But over the last couple of weeks, you just got to feel, you know, real bad for poor old Adam Smith. Adam Smith is the head of Sky Sports Boxing. The guy that you heard Dereck Chisora talking to, just little, you know, he's been through a lot. The man had a table threw at his head. He was there listening between David Haye and Eddie Hearn when all that shit was going down. And then you got Dereck Chisora who walks up on him, and you see Adam Smith take like this one step back, like, hold up, like, you know, you're not gonna just walk up on me. You know, you're not gonna just smack me or nothing. I don't know what type of shit. I don't think you're that dumb, Dereck Chisora, but you can tell he stepped back. He was just like, all right, calm down. This is a title fight. You know how he talked that calming ass voice, you know, and you can tell it's like, yo, what the fuck? What was this? What was this? There were so many things to talk about. For example, I wrote some of them now. Dereck Chisora bit, right? It was confirmed, and you can hear it. Once again, go to my Instagram, which is right down below in the description box. You can do it while you're watching the video. The link is right there. You can hear during, if you watch The Gloves Are Off, right? The Gloves Are Off, for those who don't know, is the UK's version, Sky Sports version of HBO Face Off with Max Kellerman. So you have Dillian Whyte on one side of the table, Dereck Chisora on another side. You know, they're in a completely bluish, you know, studio somewhere over in the UK, Sky Sports Studios most likely. And you have Sky Sports Johnny Nelson with these tight ass pants and this tight ass shirt moderating. So long story short, they go to blows. You know, okay. Dereck Chisora snaps out after he says during the first conference, I already know, basically paraphrasing, he was saying during the first press conference, I already know that they want things to get crazy, and I'm not going to get crazy because, you know, I'm not getting no TV money for this. So now you see this, you know, this was the first press conference weeks ago. So long story short, we should listen to it really quickly, right? We'll listen to it later on. So Dereck Chisora picks up the glass of water, and he's so spontaneous, just like this shit. It just came out of nowhere. So he picks up the glass of water and throws it in Dillian Whyte, but the glass looks like it kind of slips out too and smacks Dillian Whyte. Then the shit hit the fan. You hear Sky Sports Johnny Nelson yelling at the top of his lungs. It's like, yo, you keep telling them to stop. Fellas, stop. They're not trying to hear that shit. They're not going to be like, oh, that's former WBO Cruiserweight champion, Sky Sports Johnny Nelson, telling us to stop. They're not trying to hear that shit. Get security in there to break that shit up. So long story short, they're on the ground tussling. You hear Dillian Whyte, get off me, you cunts. Let me go, you cunts. Cunts. Stop biting me, you cunt. So I'm thinking, wait a minute. Who's biting? Somebody's biting somebody. We find out that Dereck Chisora bites Dillian Whyte on the teeth. Because you got to think, where's you going to bite at? You know, he had a shirt on, so he must have been biting on the fucking, the fleshy tissue. You bit that man on the titty, on the chest. And he's no stranger to biting. He bit somebody before. This shit is outrageous. This shit is completely outrageous. It's just completely outrageous. He bit that man. So Dillian Whyte says something along the lines of, you heard it during the press conference, something along the lines of, you know, I would have killed you. And it's like, yo, you did threaten his life. And then he told him, what did he say? He says, I'm going to attack you after the fight. Then I'm going to attack you every time I see you. So basically he told him, yo, every time I see you, it's on sight. You know, I'm going to lay hands on you. So long story short, well, okay, back up a little bit. Minge. Okay, if I call you a minge, right? It's this old timey British term for pussy. So you had, what's his name? What's Dillian Whyte's trainer's name? He called Dereck Chisora a minge, right? He called it, and he said it with so much anger, like you're a minge. You know, when I think of minge, I think it is old ass, unshaved vagina. You know, that's how old timey the word is, minge. But yo, he bit him. So much shit didn't happen. I'm trying to figure out if so much shit didn't went down. So you had Dereck Chisora walk up on Eddie Hearn. Now remember, Eddie Hearn was just on some goon shit last week when he was digging into David Hay. To myself, you'll talk this fight because you need the bread. You know, he said you need the dough. You need the dough. You know, you were so mad that I'm promoting this event. So then you have Dereck Chisora walk up on Eddie Hearn. It's this big 6'8" looking, goofy looking motherfucking security dude who already got sunned by Dereck Chisora just moments ago because he tried to grab Dereck Chisora again. And he said, don't touch me, you know, put your hands on me. Then he started walking over to Eddie Hearn. Somehow this goofy ass security dude end up over there too. You see Eddie Hearn. And Eddie Hearn like 6'5". So you see Eddie Hearn behind the security, and Eddie Hearn, you hear Chisora is like, how could you allow him to threaten my life and talking all this jibber jabber? And you see Eddie Hearn just trying to be as cool and calm as possible, saying, what are you talking about? You know what the fuck he talking about. But anyway, that shit was gold. I remember watching it, and I'm sitting here because, as I told you, for those who wasn't here at the beginning of the video, this is supposed to be my day off. You know, because we got this long ass week of boxing. And as you can see, I'm back in the swing of things. I put out like 70 videos in like 14 days or some old shit like that. So I didn't get news of what happened at this press conference until about 5 hours after the press conference. And my phone just was going crazy from notifications and people saying, yo, did you see this? And did you see that? And then finally I get here. And I'm sitting down and I'm saying, let me see what's going on. So I get on social media at first, right? I got my hat off. I'm all bald and old looking. You know, I got a little crest in my eye. And I'm like, let me see. And I'm like, oh, shit. I see him pick the table up. And I see Eddie Hearn with his crazy disco dance moves. What was this, the pose? Where he's just like, y'all see, what was that? I can't screen share it because I've been trying to screen share stuff. But what happens is if I click the screen share, I'm going to have to restart my PC and I can't do it on stream. But if I click the screen share, what happens is all the windows close out. You know, so I can't show you. I'm going to see if I can show you on my phone. You see poor old Adam Smith. You know, he just had a table thrown at him. That man, he just had a table thrown at him. The table thrown. And then you see, what's his name? Cully Sarland. You see Dillian Whyte, not Dillian Whyte, Dereck Chisora promoter. He used to be the promoter of Mikhail Kessler. He's the promoter of Kubrat Pulev, Arthur Abraham, and you know, it's the brothers. They got a good stable of fighters. Long story short, you see him in his chair. He's doing this. He got his arms. Yo, what the fuck was going on? So you get 2 straight days, right? Because yesterday was the premiere of the Gloves Are Off that we've been waiting for, you know, because we knew some shit went down between Chisora and Whyte. And then today you get the press conference. It's just too much. You know, if they weigh in, they're going to have to, remember, they're going to have to get the bubbles again. They're going to have to get the shield that they have for Hay. They're going to have to get the shield. You know? Where's the shield? The shit already went down on the Gloves Are Off. They should have had that shield that cut the fucking, you know, shit in half. You know, that big-ass bulletproof glass. So then the table just bounced off and hit him right in his face. He would have been a dickhead to throw the table. But he picked it up so weak, I guess because, you know, they had the little tablecloth on it, probably some wires and shit all under. So he picked it up and snagged a little bit, and he threw it, but he didn't throw it far enough, so it smacks It lands. Luckily, it don't smack nobody. If anybody got the worst of it, it was Tibbs, the trainer of Dillian Whyte, because it hit Eddie on top of his head. Luckily, Eddie tall, so he caught that shit like, ah. Eddie caught that shit, you know, and you see Adam Smith like struggling. Then the other dude, that shit hit him right in the chest. That shit hit him right in the chest. But let me see if I can show you this picture real quick. What is that? What was that? What was that? Here we go. See if y'all can see it. See if I can see Eddie Hearn. He in the strip club getting a lap dance. Eddie in the club getting a lap dance. That's how you be when you're in a club, right? And you getting a young thought, you know, backing that ass up on you. That's the move you pull. I'm printing out this picture, but I used on my toner, you know, so I gotta get some more toner. I'm still stuck on this whole fight. This fight is now the fight of the weekend. Is it not the fight of the weekend now? Because as I said yesterday in the video I did, yo, somebody gonna get beat the fuck up. You know? Somebody's gonna get beat the fuck up. Somebody gonna get their ass whipped. But anyway, all right, so let's talk about the fight. There's so many fights this weekend. As y'all see, I've been trying to pump out like fight week predictions for all the major fights. For example, I still gotta do, he's from Philly, but I've been really trying to take my time and watch some more of his fights to get like a really good solid prediction. You got Jamal Charlo, IBF 154-pound champion versus Philadelphia's Julian J. Rock Williams. I got to do that. What other fights? Let me pull it up real quick. Covering so much boxing, I needed to take the day off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to not put out any more video. Okay, I got to put out some more videos today, but I'm going to try to only put out a couple of videos tomorrow and like use that as my day off. Okay, so we starting, right? I'm going to tell you all the fights that if you're a hardcore boxing fan, you should be watching. We're going to start with Saturday. We're not going to start with the fights on Friday, which are some good ones. Okay, you got Terrence Crawford, John Molina, Ray Beltran defending versus Mason Menard. Okay, that's a fight you should watch. I'm talking about televised ones. Now, of course, you'll be able to see all the other fights on the Top Rank app. They show the undercards on the Top Rank website. You got Joseph Parker versus Andrew Ruiz. The news is that fight will be live on the Top Rank website, not tape delayed. So I'm going to confirm that when I get up very early, because on the East it's going to be probably like 7 a.m. No, it's going to be the main event is going to be about 7 a.m. if you're on the East Coast, you know, on Saturday. And that's Joseph Parker versus Andrew Ruiz for the WBO title. So I just got news, or somebody told me that it's going to be on the Top Rank website live, and then it's going to be replayed, tape delayed on the same telecast as Crawford versus Molina. Okay, you got Jeff Horn. He's fighting on that undercard. Very good 147-pound fighter. Also, he could be an eventual mandatory for the winner of Spence and Kell Brook. And of course, they want him against Bradley and all that type of stuff. You have Anthony Joshua versus Eric Molina, of course. I guess, you know what, Eric Molina's got to do some shit. Somebody got to smack somebody tomorrow, because that press conference is tomorrow. Dillian Whyte versus Dereck Chisora is the main event of this card. You know, that's the main event of this card. So they got to cause some controversy. You know, somebody do some shit. Somebody talk about somebody's mom. Take it old school. Somebody do a "your mom's so fat" joke. You know, something. I don't want to hear no more humbleness. After what we've seen, I don't want to hear no more humbleness. But all jokes aside, I understand that those are not those type of fighters. And, you know, we can't just be like, yo, just start some shit because we want to see some shit, you know? Scott Quick, of course, Caleb Smith, he probably should smack Luke Blackledge. Smacking. Luis Ortiz, David Allen, Katie Taylor, if you're interested. Conor Ben, if you're interested. Then you have Cuellar versus Maris. You have Jamal Charlo versus Julian Williams. Eric Lubinson is fighting Hugo Centeno. You know, those are likely going to be not televised anywhere, or maybe, hopefully, they'll put them on the Premier Boxing Champion Facebook page or put it on the Premier Boxing Champions website. I don't know why they're not streaming their undercards. You know, I don't know why they're not doing it. You got Jose Zito Lopez, who's returning against Todd Manuel. Todd Manuel, if I'm correct, is like 19-21 or something. He's got some old crazy record, but it's a comeback fight, you know, so I'm not giving him no shit. You got Chavez Jr. That fight's going to be late. That's down in Mexico somewhere. Chavez Jr. versus Dominic Berkstich. You know, and also a key. I got to do that prediction preview video too, because just so happens Chavez Jr. is with Mimo Haradia, and he's going to make weight this time. You know, so I got to wait until I do the video before I go too deep into that. Let's see. You got motherfucking David Peralta. He's back. I was supposed to be at that fight. Long story. I just couldn't. I'm not driving. It's going to be on Ring TV. You know, David, remember, he beat Robert Guerrero. He's back. Shout out to Mark Abrams. You got Kermit Cintron. Who else? Let's see here. You got a big fight in Poland, and I always mess this guy's name up. He's a cruiserweight, so I'm not going to even try. You got Alida Alvarez, who's supposed to be fighting Adonis Stevenson in February, I believe, or very, very early March. And then the winner of that will get likely one voluntary. Then we'll have to fight the winner of Hopkins versus Smith. If it's Hopkins, he said personally, you know, after when I asked him, that he's not coming back, even if the WBC makes him a mandatory. Also, Oscar De La Hoya said, look, it's in writing, you know. Who else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. You got Felix Diaz. You know, remember the one that should have got the win over Lamont Peterson? He's back. Hold on 1 minute. I got to answer this phone. Okay, so yeah, basically, as I said, I've been really preparing myself because I finally got back into the swing of doing videos consistently, and I've been like preparing myself for December the 10th. So I was supposed to take the day off because I know that Fridays are going to be the weigh-ins and stuff. Some shit might go down, and then Saturday, starting very early in the morning, I'm going to be working from like 6 a.m., maybe even 5 a.m. until about 3 or 4 a.m. You know, so that's like a 22-hour, you know, shift. So I gotta, you know, and it's boxing all day. So I've been trying to like get an early jump on that by resting, you know, so I can just go hard. Yeah, Yafi versus Concepcion is going to be good. You know, you hear Bob signing Parker. I did hear that, but see what it is they labeled it as Top Rank of America. He's on a Top Rank of America, so basically that still means that he's he's co-promoted. He's got a promoter over in New Zealand too. So I'm just preparing myself for that shit. I'm almost to a point now where I don't have to leave the house. I only got to leave the house like 1-2 days a week. I'm like 1 week away. The website is launching on Christmas Day. You know, I got to prepare for that shit. What else? If you want to play some 2K, you know, some Battlefield or some UFC, you know, or some Fight Night, if you got a 360. I don't know if any of the Fight Nights can work in. Isn't one of the Fight Nights backwards compatible on Xbox One? Like whatever one that is, I gotta get it. But yeah, it's TstreeT Controversy. That's my gamer tag. Oh, we got Blood Boxing. I mean, I gotta go way back, drunken days. It's TST Controversy. You know, it's my gamer tag. You know, for TstreeT Controversy. Isn't like Fight Night Round 3 or something like that? The last one before Champion. Isn't that backwards compatible? I could have sworn I read that somewhere. Well, anyway, man, I've been needing my boxing fix, my boxing video game fix. So I'll be playing UFC. And what I do is I'm not good in any way. So as long as nobody don't take me down, you know, I will jab and, you know, I will jab and straight left or straight right the shit out of you. So I treat it like a boxing game, you know, so I only fight with only strikers, you know, and fucking do all these legs kicks and shit. I treat those as body shots. Wear your legs out. Wear your legs out. But yeah, it's not gonna be a long stream. So like I said, I was supposed to be taking a day off, but then this shit went down. Oh, let's listen to The Gloves Are Off. Let me see. Listen to The Gloves Are Off. The problem with a new boxing game is I don't think it will sell well. And also, it's not like UFC where to make a boxing game, they're going to have to go through a lot of work compared to with the UFC. You just talk to maybe one or two people. But when it comes to a boxing game with all these different promoters and managers and shit, you got to talk to all those individual ones. Some, and maybe one fucking goddamn bullshit boxer out there. They say, well, how much is he getting for this to be in this game? I want the same amount too. I deserve that. I deserve more than him. You know, so that's what I'm afraid of. I really believe that it's promotional companies and you know, like the boxers that are messing up. For example, to get Floyd Mayweather in a boxing game, which he needs to realize, like, yo, Floyd, it's time to get into a boxing game, bro. When was the last time he was in a boxing game? It's time for him to realize, like, yo, come on, bro. Eventually, Mike Tyson, you know, like he got into it was something. It was a reason why Mike Tyson couldn't be in any other games for a long period of time. But it's like, yo, we need a boxing game, you know? I don't think Floyd was in round 3. Wait, it was Fight Night round 4 and then Champion, right? Yeah, I don't play my PS4. It sits. And then I got an Xbox One 2 months ago, right? And I just opened it last Thursday. So what it is I don't really like. I used to be a heavy video gamer, a heavy gamer. But now with all the shit I got to do every day, from emails to all this website research and all just paperwork and videos and editing and all that, I tell myself, well, if I have time to play a video game, then I could be doing some work. So I'll be playing my game, but I'll be thinking like, damn, you know, I should do this, do that. So if I do play my game, it's probably like an hour, and I got all the best games. I got all the best games. Hold up, we gotta listen to the Gloves Are Off. Gloves are off. You know, that shit pissed me off. Because I'll be playing the game and I'll be thinking like, damn, man, I could be doing some other shit. You know? Last time Floyd was in the game was Fight Night round 2. Now, that's way too far back. That's way too far back. You know, the mechanics of the game ain't even right. You know, it's way too far back. It's time he's got to get into a game, man. You know, in a way, he's hurting himself because he should be able to say, like, yo, Floyd's in, you know, I'm Floyd. I'm in a video game. But I really feel that because he's Floyd Mayweather, he's going to say, you know, not even think about how much money they have to make off the game. He's probably going to say, you want me in that video game? Give me 20 million. He probably say some shit like that. And it's like, I'm not saying work for free and let them use your name for free, but it's like, come on, bro, give us a video game. You know, you forget we're a demographic too. Gamers are a demographic. I can't play The Gloves Are Off. It's not on YouTube yet. Oh, I can play the motherfucking shit from my phone. I can play the motherfucking shit from my phone. All this, I'm finally starting to like sync all this technology up and shit that I got. I'm still not using everything to its full potential, but I'm finally like learning all this shit. So basically what I do now is I just get everything Samsung because you can share anything Samsung directly to your TV. It's crazy. Technology is crazy. Okay, let's listen to little bits of The Gloves Are Off. And The Gloves Are Off is on YouTube. Put a link in the chat then. Put a link in the chat. Because I'm looking, I don't see it. Somebody probably didn't. Let me go back. Let me filter last 24 hours, right? Last 24 hours. Gloves are on. Full interview. Okay.
I saw her. She is real. Search for Molly.
Let's mute that. Oh, it is. Okay, we got it. It's low though.
Image. This is me. Scared of no man. I came up the street, walked in the gym.
Wait a minute. We're not going to listen to all of it.
Where? At the gym, all the time you're acting weird.
We're only going to listen to half of it because it's too long. Pause.
Like you're this unpredictable. I thought you just shut up. You need to calm yourself down.
We're only going to listen to the last 5 or 10 minutes.
See, this is the thing.
I'll be right back. Now, this was yesterday. Well, it was a few weeks ago, but it aired yesterday.
Sparring and ask him when he came to the gym, how did he come to the gym?
It started.
Where did it
It started when I was a kid. I came off the street, walked in the gym, and gave him a hiding. Asked Robert McCracken, asked Spencer Fearon, and ever since then, he's fought. And ever since then, he's been wary of me up until now. He knows.
It's true. All right, then. Since we're on television and people should understand the truth, I have got the DVD of him kissing the canvas.
Bring the DVD out.
Thank you. I shall bring it out.
Did he knock you out?
Nope. We sparred once. This guy, he ain't got no control. I turn, you know, sparring, you miss a punch, you turn your back. Yeah, I sparred once. He punched me in the back of the head. Yeah, when my back I said, John Charles said break. Punched me in the back of the head. I took a knee. I thought, all right, bro. Right. I took the knee. I got up. I said to Chris, take my gloves off. Chris said, no. It's bro. After he's please, I'm sorry. I lost my mind a little bit. Sorry. Because he was training to fight. I can't remember who was training to fight, and I was beating the crap out of him. I was beating him down, and him being a loose cannon knees and can't control himself. He tried to take liberties because I'm a young kid. Then I think I was 20 or something, or 21. He tried to bully me and tried to hit in the back of the head. Then after, when I said to him, let's go now, you take the gloves off, and after I approached him, everyone was jumping in and stopping, and it was causing a big scene. Yes, you're just a bully. That's all you are.
Oh, you're a bully?
You're a bully. Of course he's a bully.
Oh, you're just marking your territory?
No, he's a bully. He's not marking no territory. He's a bully.
Hey, man, listen. I didn't hit this man behind the back of the head.
They hit me
This
behind
guy
the back
got
of the
hit.
head.
Straight jab.
You don't
down
no
to the
straight
body.
jab, though.
Came up with a left hook.
You're talking
And then
rubbish.
chopped him with the right hand. And guess what happened afterwards? He dropped down. He got back up so fast. And then we stopped the sparring. And ask him,
Talking rubbish.
when he came to the gym, how did he come to the gym?
Ask Dan Charles.
So you came to the gym on a train.
Ask
Then
the trainer.
after that, I paid for your taxi to go to the hospital because you did
Go to the hospital. What?
Mate, I know so.
Mate, you're talking rubbish.
Okay, it's rubbish then, isn't it?
Okay, it's rubbish. And you're talking rubbish.
Come on, come on, let's all be honest here. We're grown, man. You know, you be
We
all
are grown, man.
yes,
We are
let's all
grown,
be
man.
honest, you know.
You're a grown, man.
But you know what? That
You're a
don't
grown, man.
matter.
Where is he going to pull out the fight in December?
That don't matter.
December
That
10th?
don't matter.
That's my
It
fear.
don't matter. Sparring is
Pull out the
sparring.
fight.
Who cares about sparring?
Then last
My
time,
fear is he going to pull out the
the
fight.
last time I heard that, it was Tyson Fury saying it to Vladimir Klitschko.
I put loads of men down in sparring. Loads. But I don't loads.
You're going to pull out the fight.
You're one of them as
Get
well.
out of here,
You're
man.
one of them
I
as
pull out
well.
fights. I pull out if I got an injury.
You're
and
one of
guess
them
what?
as well.
And I fight the fight in less than 2 months. I don't back down from a fight.
Okay. Don't
What
pull
have you
out of this
got,
fight.
which I'm
Don't
so
get
scared
injured
of?
and don't pull out of this fight.
What have you got which I should be afraid of?
You'll see.
Like what?
You'll see.
Like what?
You'll see. You'll see.
So I'm not saying
You'll see.
I'm not saying it's not true. So if it was true and you put him down, you sent him to the hospital.
You know what,
Taxi.
Johnny?
Sent me
Why
to the
is he so
hospital.
confident now? Why does he feel so confident?
Brain confidence, man. I've seen all this, man. I've been around the world. I've seen it, man.
No.
I have seen it,
No.
man.
You haven't seen no one like me before. Trust me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Trust me, man.
How much time have I stick it
I
in
have
you?
seen,
How
huh?
much time have I stick to any though?
Pardon?
How much time have I stick to any?
Have you sticked on me?
Of course. How much time have I stick to any?
Where?
Loads of time. At the
Where?
gym, your mouth and I told you
Where?
to shut up.
Where?
At the gym, loads of time you're acting weird and trying to do this little act that you do to try and act like you're this unpredictable guy. I told you to shut up.
Dylan, man.
I told you to calm
you
yourself
don't put it on
down.
nobody, bro.
Like I put it on you before. You
No,
know.
you don't. You
See, this is the thing, yeah.
What
Because
thing, man?
this is all he says, I say. But the good thing is, in a couple of weeks, everyone will see.
Exactly. That's the whole point. In a couple of weeks, man. You just have to wait a couple of weeks, bro. There's not much to do.
You don't have to wait a couple of weeks if you don't. You
Or
don't
you
have
want to
wait a
take it
couple of weeks.
outside now? I knew you were gonna come to that.
No, it's not gonna come to that. I'm just saying it. That's me.
Here or here now.
That's me. That's me.
Even if we got here right now, you won't win, bro.
Okay.
Because I never lost a street fight since I was 9.
Okay.
Yeah, this is how bad it is.
Who have you fought?
Yeah. I fought everybody. Bro, you are nothing.
Relishing the roles reversing now because you think, or it seems like he's bitten or you've got under his skin.
No.
Has he got under your skin?
No.
He knows what I said already.
Can't get under my skin.
Told you already.
Has he got under your skin?
This man
told
lies
you
about
already.
everything. He lies about his age.
I told you already, man.
He lies about his age.
I told you already. When you're ready, come and see me, man.
Come and see where? Yeah. Where you want me to go and see? Where you want me to go and see?
We can save.
You want me to come and see? You want me to come and see right here?
You
want me to knock your door and come and see if you want? I'll come there this evening if you want.
When you're ready, come down, man.
Don't spoil it for the fans. We want to see that in the ring where you get.
I'll come and see you.
Whatever, man. When you're ready.
Cool. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Do you know his family?
My bad.
Don't worry about it.
All right, let's talk fight. Let's talk the fight itself. Let's talk the timing of
this
fight.
man saying here right now, he hasn't got a shot which can worry me. We have seen how you played with the kid they called the Whyte Rhino. You couldn't even knock the Whyte Rhino out, yeah? He could not knock.
You couldn't knock Nascimento and I've done Nascimento in a round. We cannot go backwards and forward.
He could not even knock Ian.
I wanted to play the Ian and hurt
You wanted to play
him apart.
Pick him apart.
I wanted to show you and your trainer Dan Charles that Ian ain't got nothing for me.
No. It's not.
I wanted Dan Charles to rescue his guy. I wanted Dan Charles to rescue his guy.
Don Charles, you told me Don Charles.
I saw Ian was ready to go. I wanted Dan Charles to rescue him. As the same thing's gonna happen to you.
No, please, man.
Same like when you fought Tyson Fury and he had to rescue you.
Yeah.
Same thing. Remember that.
Remember what?
Remember that.
Don Charles.
Don Charles, your trainer. Look in my eyes.
This guy.
Look in my eyes when you're talking.
Listen, I'm looking at a sparring
partner. Look at me.
I'm looking at you, bro.
Everyone has been a sparring partner before.
Yeah. I
never been a sparring partner once. I never been a champion. Of course you are. You're talking rubbish.
Who did I spar with?
You went to spar Povetkin. You're a sparring partner with Povetkin.
When?
See? When? I mean when? Everybody been a sparring partner.
I've never been.
Everybody been a sparring partner.
I never been.
That's what I've learned. I've learned by being a sparring partner. I never had a long time. I'm a punchy guy.
You're a punchy guy.
Really?
Do you not respect his credentials to get to be in the ring with you?
Listen. I fight someone who you were scared. You were scared to fight. Facts. You got offered a fight and you turn it down. I was injured and I still got in a fight because of my mind. They offered him to fight Joshua and he turned it down because he's scared. I was injured.
Did they offer you Joshua?
I was injured. My shoulder was so bad. I needed injection the week of the fight to fight. And I still went in there fight because I'm not.
Did they offer you the fight?
I'm not scared of no man. Trust me.
He goes offered the fight. Yeah. And then Adam Booth told him, don't take the fight. And then they came to me and say, we're looking for. I'm like, no, you know what? The fight's not going nowhere. I don't need it now. I don't need it.
This guy's deluded.
I'm not deluded.
What do you think of his performance? What do you think of his performance against Anthony Joshua?
Honestly wise, you know what? It was a great British battle for a while. It was great. I'm not gonna knock it. It was good.
Did you fancy fighting him then after that?
Who? No, I didn't fancy after. Things just happen. Fights happen. And then afterwards, I had my own thing I was doing, and I still got my own thing I'm doing. And then
you turned down the fight to go and fight Pulev because you think you was gonna beat Pulev. I want to go to his backyard and beat him. You went there and stunk the place out.
Man,
he stood up there for 12 rounds and stink the place out.
4.5 million viewers on TV, and I get another 3.5 million online.
You turned
and then
800 grand last the fight for 80 grand.
We sold out the arena. So I stink the place out, man.
You're a clown.
Where do you see yourself after you get beaten? Where'd you go? Answer me. Because guys like you can't build. Because
let's just rewind it.
I've lost and build again.
Let's just rewind it a little bit. So it came to the AJ fight. You give me your version of events when after the fight you went to his dressing room. You tell me what was in your mind.
Tell the truth.
What was in my mind? What was in my mind was going to say, you know what, you done well, because any man who got hit with those shots would have gone down. But you know what? With his stubbornness, he stayed up.
You're not a powerful fighter though. So how are you gonna knock me out?
And what was your in your mind? What did you think he was coming to your dressing room?
He was doing a lot of talking before the fight, saying this and saying that.
Man,
hating on me because I'm involved in a big fight, and obviously he's just this guy that's fighting journeyman in Stockholm and this, that, and the other, fighting nobody. Because I was in a big fight. Obviously, I came out of nowhere. I came out of nowhere. No one ever opened the door for me in boxing. I kicked the door down myself. I'm bored through and done what I've done. Mm-hmm. So he was hating. He came to my dressing room being a little wimp, going, "Oh, yeah, well, I said, shut up and get on my dressing room, you little punk. I said, get on my dressing room before I slap you. And after he went out of the changing room, saying, oh, all right, I was only coming to say hello. I was like, shut up and get out.
He's telling crap.
All right, so what happened? Did I run it on my dressing room?
He didn't say shut up. He just goes, I don't want to talk to you right now.
I said, shut up and get on my dressing room.
I walked away.
Knowing me, would I say to somebody, what you knowing of me? Forget it. Forget that. What you know of me? What did I say to him? I don't want to talk to you right now.
Maybe your language would have been a bit more colourful.
See, that's all right.
He was
that's all right.
Water. Listen to me. Listen.
I drinking a bit of what?
He was drinking a bottle of water. He was standing on the pillars. I know exactly where you're standing. And then you had your wild dogs with you, and then one of them was like, "He's a punk." I was like,
"What wild dogs?"
Do you not think at that time you saw an opportunity to try and juice up a fight between you and him because you've just been in a massive fight with AJ?
Nah, I wasn't even trying to juice up a fight. I wasn't even trying to do anything. I was trying to say,
No.
Listen, we both.
This guy is very deluded.
We both.
This guy is very deluded.
Listen, we are both. Let me tell you something. Even to the guy, the journeyman who gets in the ring and he fights. You have to, you go and say, you know what, well done, you done well, yeah.
I'm on the same.
And I was going to say, you know what, well done, you done well. You know what, when I came to Sky, they said, how do you see the fight going? I said, I was like, you know what, from the ratio AJ has been going on, I see this fight going one way. Dillian's going to get knocked out in the first round. And then Eddie goes to me, oh, you have to say more. I was like, no, I see AJ knocking this guy in the first round. At the same time, he's already saying he's got shoulders problems. He's not telling everybody that, but I know from the circuit, I can hear he's got shoulder problems. So I say he's going to get knocked out in the first round. And then he gets upset because I say that.
I never get
upset. People come on television and say things about me. I don't get upset. I just brush it off.
Why? Because of that.
I just brush it off.
I never get upset because of that.
You call me a donkey, I brush it off.
You're a coward.
You know, you call me a donkey.
You're a coward and you're scared to fight AJ. And
I'm not scared.
Why did you fight AJ? Why did you not fight
Joshua?
Huh?
Why did you not fight AJ?
Money was not right.
The money wasn't right.
Money was not right.
Look at the stage you're in a career.
Money's not right, brother. Money was not right.
Okay.
You see, that's what you're. This is a problem with most fighters, yeah. They see themselves, okay,
you're a chump.
Okay, I'm on bad stage in my career. I can take this fight and make 100 grand on this fight and I'll be all right. But guess what? From that 100 grand, you're going to pay the board fees, you're going to pay the sanction fees for the belt, and then suddenly, by the time you go home, you know how much you got?
This is a man,
this
is a donkey that's been ridden till his back's broken. His spirit is broken. He's only hanging on for the last few paydays in boxing now. That's all it is. He's broken. He's a broken man.
I ain't got a clue, man. You got to pay 250 grand, man.
For what?
For AJ's fight.
You're an idiot.
And AJ walked away with...
An idiot. I got 250 grand.
Who's the donkey?
You look like
Who is the donkey now? Who is the donkey now?
Trust me, I got more than that.
Goat.
I got more than that.
So you want me to put it on you? I'll put it on you. I'll put it on you, pussy.
Easy.
I'll put it on you.
You hear Johnny Nelson? No. We got one more thing to listen to. It's only 1 minute long. Yeah. When this guy had the nerve. Listen, this is the tussle.
I'm chilled. Come on, don't you, man. Let go. Out. Calm, brother. Calm, man. Black. Listen, Black. Come on, man. Come on, take it out, man. Take it out. Push, come on, out. And we out.
Oh, shit.
Out.
Oh, shit.
Guys, come out the door.
Close the door.
Right, Dillian, boys, come on, man, come on! Stop fighting me! Come on, boys, come on! Stop! Mate, come on! Out! Come on! I'm chilled. Get off me! Come. Get off me! Come.
So that's the part where if you were watching the gloves are off, that's where it blacked out at. So somehow somebody got a hold of that. And of course, I believe it was Sky Sports, you know, that released it, but they knew they couldn't release it themselves. So they probably leaked it somewhere to somebody and said, well, listen, if you put it out, you put it out. So basically, you see the two on the ground tussling. You see Eddie Hearn like this. He looking on some scared shit. And you hear Dillian Whyte say something along the lines of, you know, stop biting me, cunt. You know, and I believe, you know, knowing what we know, and then Chisora didn't deny it. But at the same time, you know, anything goes in a street fight. Anything goes in a street fight, you know? Anything goes in a street fight. So it's like you bidding, you know, hey, you know, that's kind of taboo. You know, niggas be real, excuse my language, be real mad when somebody get bit. Like, yeah, we fighting, bro. You gonna bite me? Yo! You know? They go harder then. But I just hope that this fight don't go 12 rounds. I hope that this fight don't go 12 rounds. And I just hope that it's not a nasty hugging affair because truth be told, I'm not really, okay, put it this way. I don't dislike Dereck Chisora. You know, and he is right. Even though he's lost all of his major fights, you know, except the Malik Scott fight. Let's go look at his resume real quick. Should I do it over here? No, I'll do it over here. He's lost all his major fights. He is 26-6. He's been stopped twice with 18 KOs. I'll never forget how Tyson Fury, the best heavyweight in the world, beat him left-handed. He beat him southpaw, and he beat him southpaw and smashed his face in. And I heard that event was ratchet. So I'm going to say I heard it. Well, for one, I know it was late because the main event didn't come on until like damn near 8 o'clock over here. So I got to think that main event over there was like 2, 3 a.m. for you guys. We're talking about Fury versus Chisora too. So he lost to Kubrat Pulev in a fight where he says the money wasn't right for Anthony Joshua. So I can imagine he may have got more money to fight Kubrat Pulev in Germany. And plus Kubrat Pulev, even though he fought Samuel Peter, his events be lit. You know, they be, you know. Who else? Since losing to Tyson Fury back in November of 2014, before he lost to Pulev, he won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight fights where he was fighting basically one time he fought 2 times in a month in 2 weeks. Okay, let me read the dates off to you. He lost to Tyson Fury on November the 29th of 2014. He took 8 months off, and on July of 2015, he fought and won. September of 2015, that's just 2 months later, he fought and won. December of 2015, he fought twice. Once on the 5th, once on the 12th. In 2016, just a month, less than a month, after he fought twice, so basically he fought 3 times in just like 34 days or some shit. Literally, he fought 3 times in like 34 days. And then in May of 2016, he fought Kubrat Pulev. Then in 2016, after he lost to Pulev, he fought the Janin, and he won, and now he's fighting Dillian Whyte. But looking at the fights that he's lost, of course, he lost to Tyson Fury twice. One of them was really bad when he beat him left-handed, and basically, you know, it was just like, yo, you're done. You're done. Smash his whole face in. Remember, he lost to David Haye back in 2012, where he got glassed. David Haye tried to beat him up with a tripod, a big-ass one of them news tripods. He tried to beat him up with one of those. Poor old Adam Booth didn't know what the fuck was going on, so he stepped to Chisora like, yo, you know, somebody glassed me. Look, I'm leaking, bro. Like he was leaking crazy. Like he was leaking crazy. He was just walking around just in a daze. Like, yo, what the fuck just happened? He lost to Vitaly Klitschko. That's how the whole David Haye shit popped off when he got glassed at what was that, the post-fight press conference where David Haye told him, "Yo, don't come down here." They were on they were on the stage. It was after it was the post-fight press conference, wasn't it? After Vitali had lost to Vitali had beat Chisora. Him and David Haye going, and David Haye got a beer or something in his hand in the back with his braids and his beads. And he telling Chisora from a distance, like, "Yo, don't come down here." And Chisora's on some shit. "I'll come down there right now." So I guess he thought that they was going to face off. But if you don't know David Haye, I understand he be on some freak shit sometimes. And he been on like some bullshit, like for what he did with Shannon Briggs. But yo, dude will beat you the fuck up. So long story short, Dereck Chisora walk up on him thinking, I guess they're gonna face off. And before you know it, he take this bottle, a regular beer bottle, right? And smashes it right on the front of Dereck Chisora's face. And if you look at the photographer, like if you look at whoever the photographer was, he got the perfect shot because you see all this anger just in David Haye's face. He smashed the shit out of a bottle, right? You know how you see in the movies, people get smacked on the top of their head with a bottle? Like, you don't never see nobody get smacked in the front of their face with a bottle. Like he smashed the bottle in the front of his face. He smashed the bottle. Yeah, Chisora do be on some freak shit too. You know what? He just spit straight in Vitali's face, and Vitali, he's really like militant. So he just sat there and just like, and then he just fuck you up in the ring. They real like classy type dudes. So they're not gonna be like, "Yo, you just spit in my face. I'm gonna beat you the fuck up in the ring." That's how they think. Yeah, I gotta take my chicken out. Good looks. Yeah, Don Charles. And then he socked the shit out of Don Charles. David Haye was on. He smashed the bottle right on Dereck Chisora's face, right? Dereck Chisora starts trying to come after him. David Haye. Okay. Damn, I got to do more videos, huh? Cotto versus Kirkland is official. Damn it. So I was going to take the night off. Now after this, I got to fucking take the chicken out, and then do that. Yes, Kirkland is supposed to be back with Ann Wolf. In fact, I am friends with her on Facebook, and I'm going to go to her page, and we're going to see what the deal. Let me go there right now. I'll be right back. Let me go there right now. Wait a minute. Are you sure? Wait a minute. Let me check my damn email. Yeah, there she go. Something's going on. So I'll explain. Give me 1 minute. Something's going on. Okay, so it's not official. When I hear official, right? Like the way I look at something being official is when the promoter or the fighter says that it's done, or you get something called a press release from the promoters. That's when I consider a fighter to be official. Or that's what you're supposed to do when you're media. Now, you may hear that a fight is done or it's almost done, or they've agreed to almost everything, but it can't be official until they decide, what side the ring is going to be. Sometimes it can be just one thing that's holding up a fight. But yeah, so it's not official because it would have been blowing up all over the place. But you may have heard that it's done. Yeah, so it's not official yet, but it maybe I've been hearing that it's close. See what I learned about. Don't get me wrong. How can I say this? Dan Rayfield he's ESPN. But Dan Rayfield does not have strong enough relationships with the fighters or people in the fighters' camps, things like that. So he's the guy that you can go to where he'll talk that he has the connections to be able to, because he's ESPN, to be able to call up Bob Arum and say, yo, Bob Arum, is this done? Or yeah, I met Dan Rayfield. What fight was that? It was a fight. It was either, because he came from now on, from my understanding. Well, I'm not gonna put that business. Not my place to put that business out there. But anyway, it was a fight. It was either the Khan fight with Algieri. It was. I don't remember. But anyway, he doesn't. You know when I stopped taking him like really seriously, when he was putting out all that stuff about how Mayweather Pacquiao wasn't happening, where it was clear that it was happening. And I knew, I told the story before, I knew because somebody who was still here was in the Money Team Mansion. You know, so I can't say really no more than that. But I didn't want to do that video because I knew, I was told multiple times, you know, people were letting me know, like, yo, if this don't come true, then you're going to be finished in this business and yada, 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 yada. So I sat and I paced around for a little while. And, you know, like the tone in his voice, he was like, yo, I fucks with you. Do the video. It's happening. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, well, I know that, you know, that everything is falling into place because there was so many different signs of stuff that was going on. But, you know, I never doubted that man again. So, but I guess the point I'm trying to make is, you get more detailed news about the sport from us on YouTube, realistically, whether you watch me or not. My competitors, you get way more news and more, you know, you get better news than you would damn sure get from ESPN. The guy doesn't chicken ready. Good, yeah, I'll be right back. I do kind of want to eat some chicken, but I'm gonna wait till the stream's over. But yeah, anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Let's get back to boxing. I was really kind of disappointed that Julian Williams didn't do anything in Philly as build-up. I'm talking about as far as media is concerned, as build-up for his fight against Charlo. I mean, it's a title fight. I thought that maybe he would have had like a media workout out here, at least, you know, a small one, or, you know, some type of, you know, meet and greet type of thing. For example, Danny Garcia does stuff like where he'll go to, you know, the Xfinity store, you know, and do like, you know, autographs, things like that, or go to Modell Sporting Goods and, you know, do autographs and like, you know, something small for like a small media event. So I've been looking for that because just so happens he don't know it yet, but we got mutual homies. Because where he grew up at in West Philly. I got friends who grew up on the same street as him that know him, and they ask me about information like, yo, yeah, you know, basically they always bringing up his name, and I was like, yes, I know who Julian. They be like, yo, you know who Julian J. Rock Williams? Like, yes, I know who he is. Yes, that's what I do. You know, so I was really kind of upset. I was really kind of upset, like, you know, because there is a lot of buzz around the fight, and I'm doing my video. I'm doing my video. I should just get out of the way tonight because it's going to be the first video I have to do in the morning. But It's truly a 50-50 fight. Now, in my opinion, Jamal Charlo is the better Charlo. He's the IBF one. He's not the one that had the problems in their last fight against, I always get him confused, John Thompson or John Jackson, one of them. He is the pressure fighter, power puncher. You know, yes, he still has like good boxing ability, but if I was to put him in a type, Jamal Charlo is the pressure fighter, power puncher. He's the one who has the more knockouts. Jermell Charlo is more of the boxer, slower punch output. So let me look up his record real quick just to explain to you a little more. But it's truly a 50-50 fight, even though Jamal Charlo has the better resume, but he should because he is the champion. You see what I'm saying? So he's 24-0 with 18 KOs. He's fighting Julian Williams this weekend. He fought Austin Trout, Wilkie Camford. He beat Cornelius Bundres for the fight. Michael Finney, Lenny Bataille. I cover all these fights. Even Hector Munoz. And that's pretty much like all the credible names. But Julian Williams, however, he's 20-0-1 with 14 KOs. If you look on his resume, truth be told, Freddie Hernandez, but that's an old name, Hugo Centeno. That was no contest. Joakim Alcine. Deshaun Johnson, who gave Jesse Hart some problems at 168. Wait, is that the same one? Yes, that's the same one. Same one. And really looking at it is nothing there. Now, remember what I told you. I have to and will support all Philadelphia fighters, but I can't just pick certain fighters that because I can't pick you because you're from Philly. I can't be like, yeah, he's going to win. That's not me. That's not meaty. That's not what I should be doing. But in this situation, I do feel it's a 50-50 fight. But I'm concerned because I feel Jermell Charlo is the better fighter. But we know this from the resume. From, even though it may not be good A+ names, it's good competition compared to when you look at Jamal Charlo. When you look at Julian Williams, this is the fight where he has to really, what was that? This is the fight where he really, really has to show us something, What the fuck was that? Oh, the bag fell over. He really, really has to show us something. Because we can only go by the level of competition, right? That's all we can go by. It's a level of competition. So, yeah, well, one of them, which one said they're going to move to 160? I believe it was Jamal that says he was going to move to 160 eventually, like sooner than later. I don't think it was Jamel. If you don't know, Jamel is supposed to be or should be fighting Charles Hatley. But see, something usually, I'm not gonna say always, something tends to happen where when you have a Don King fighter who Charles Hatley is promoted by an Al Heyman, something happens where they can never just get a deal done like just in a timely fashion. It literally nearly almost goes to purse bid, especially as of late, whenever a Don King and Al Heyman fighter have to, but that's, if I notice, that's like our Don King anyway. Even though he doesn't have as many fighters as he used to, I've noticed now that whenever he is a fighter who's involved in negotiating fights, it takes like some time to get it done. They damn near go to purse bids. We already seen that Arsenic Manic, and if you want to see it too, you can go down to the link in my description box. All you gotta do is click the link, and it opens up my Instagram. Jamel is the WBC champion. Yes, Jamal is the. Wait, are you telling me that or somebody else? I already know that. We just talked about it. We are not here to cry and complain about what Dylan dirty or what. Yeah, no, we're not. Truth be told, boxing need that shit. I think it's time for the beard to go, yo. Somebody told me I shouldn't let it go yet because it's not enough hang time. But the shit's starting to grow up in my nose and all that, you know? Because I haven't been wanting to get it shaped up. I want to have like that dirty beard look, you know? Like it just grew like out in the wilderness. But it's getting out of control. The shit's growing in my nose. Shit's growing in my nose. I don't like it. Fast forward the stream with T is I was behind. But anyway, yeah. So we're going to be here for another 20 minutes and then we're getting the hell out of here. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a goatee, the LB goatee. I've been thinking about getting that shit. You know, where you get like this part cut out, you know, this shit down here cut out. But see, I can't get it to grow in my mouth. Like his shit is growing on his lips and in his mouth. How did you do that? What's that strat? I would love to know that strat. What's the strategy that he's got? Literally, go look at it. I wish I can screen share, but if I screen share, I got to restart my computer because every time I hit the screen share button or the little tab, it closes out on the windows for some reason. You know, so I can't share it with you. But if you look at, basically, it's got his own Google search. Literally, Leonard Ellaby Goatee got his own Google search. And the fucked up part about it is, I gotta meet him next month. And I'm scared to death that he probably know who I am. Because he blocked me on Twitter. I didn't know the video. Go look at I did a video. This was before I was media. I would never do something like that shit today. But I did a video on his goatee. You know? And I'm not going to take the video down. I'm not going to take the video down. So the video ended up doing way more successful than I thought it was going to do. And I put just the stupidest looking picture of him up there on the thumbnail. I messed up bad, yo. I messed up bad. But you know, it's a part of the evolution. It's not me no more. It's not me no more. No, I still get, you know, that's not me no more. That's not me no more. So, you know, I haven't had any, that shit was 2.5, almost 3 years ago. You know, I'm hoping that we could just like George Groves. I just want to bury the hatchet with these people. I understand that I used to give these guys shit, but it's like, you know, it's a new day now. You know, so George Groves, I hope he unblocks me from Twitter. I want Leonard Ellaby. Leonard Ellaby blocked me on everything. And it's like, I wasn't trolling. If y'all notice, I don't do that type of shit. So what happened was he had to see the video or somebody sent him the video because I don't be on Twitter atting people. I just don't do it. You know? So I'm like, damn, that motherfucker got the video. Everybody was looking at that shit like, but I noticed he fixed that motherfucking goatee. Did I notice that shit? Did y'all know you had to be around following the whole saga, you know, from when he did that boxing voice interview, right? And you know, they got that good ass camera where you see how when Ness was just drilling him for the pay-per-view numbers. And he was like, you know, LB was like, you know, I got the numbers. They're right in my bag. And Ness was like, pull out the numbers. Let us see it. He was holding it back. So that's how it all started. Because everybody in the comments started like going at him about his goatee. And then it was like an epidemic. It was like a virus. It just kept happening for like 3 months. He kept, you know, showing up with these fucked up looking goatees. And it's like, who's your barber, bro? You with the money team. You can't be with Floyd looking like that. You can't, you know, you can't be with Floyd with a fucked up goatee. No, seriously, that's real shit though. No disrespect. You with, you know, $500 million man, and you walking around looking like that. You know? It's like, fire your barber, bro. And he probably the type of dude that cut his own shit because he bald. It's like, nah, bro, get your shit done professionally. You know? But yeah, you know, what under the bridge? You know? What under the bridge? Water under the bridge. You know, so I'm burying the I'm trying to bury the hatchet. Wait, you think I hung these two guys up for nothing? I'm trying to bury the hatchet. I'm trying to bury the hatchet. This guy, I've been trying. I haven't reached out to him. He's just not trying to hear it. He is not trying to hear it. Then I think when he saw me on Instagram a couple months ago, he blocked me on there too. And it was like, yo, bro, I didn't even do nothing this time. So I know that when I interview George Groves, one day I'm going to interview him, and I'm going to ask him, I'm going to be real humble, and I'm going to ask him, it's like, yo, bro, and I'm going to say, George Groves, I'm media now, and I really respect you, world champion if he beats a Chutinov. I'm like, you unblock me from Twitter? He'll probably say some shit like, well, if I blocked you, then you must deserve to be blocked. Damn it, I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed. If you're like, well, I blocked you because you deserve, I'll be pissed. I'll be like, God damn it, you son of a bitch. I go completely out of character, yo. I'd be like, you son of a bitch. I came all the way over here, and I'm trying to be humble, and you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Yeah, our beef go way back. But I don't got no beef. He just don't know how to let go. He just seemed like he got a smart ass mouth, don't he? That he just be saying and just be like, yo, I just wanted to be over. Where he at? I wanted to be over. Carl Froch was my homie. I had to ride with Carl Froch. So it's like if you talking shit about my homie, we got to ride on you. I'm a big Carl Froch fan, so he's got to understand. If I was a George Groves fan, I would ride on everybody too. I would have been riding on Carl Froch. What are the chances of Canelo versus Boo Boo Andrade? Well, oh no. I don't know what's going on with Banner Boxing. That's the issue. I don't know what's going on with Banner Boxing. The reason is I know that Ruslan Provodnikov is signed to Showtime. And I don't know if Andrade is signed to Showtime too. Now, the reason why it's good for Andrade to be signed for Showtime, if he was, is because there's more fighters that fight under PBC and Showtime that he will be able to fight than there is for fighters on HBO, even though the Al Heyman, HBO beef is kind of over. So I don't know. But I really don't think it would happen because Golden Boy, as you can see, is very protective over him. And there are other big money fights they can make out there than Andrade. If they were to make that fight, they would get a lot of respect from boxing fans, but not a lot of money. And that's what I think they want is the money. Canelo hasn't been doing as well as he should have been, or hasn't been doing as well as predicted on pay-per-view. Remember all that shit they were talking about, how Cotto versus Canelo would do 1.5, 2 million pay-per-view buys, 900K. Khan did better than expected for a guy that everybody knew was going to get his shit pushed in. But the Liam Smith fight, But that's because they didn't a fight like that. You need a good solid undercard. And also, they could have done a better job. It's some ideas that I had that I would have did with Liam Smith over here. To help increase sales. Some things I would have did. We're going to be here for 10 more minutes. We're going to be here for 10 more minutes. But yeah, as I said earlier, we got a lot of major boxing this weekend. Well, not major, but if you're a boxing fan and you're not doing shit this Saturday, and plus if you are, where you're at is cold, you ain't gonna go outside anyway, it's a lot of good boxing. So, Liam Smith was laying hands on Canelo at one point in time. He was laying some hands. You really couldn't get into Westworld because Westworld is a show where you have to watch each episode. This is what I did. Usually Sundays, I'm not going to say for some reason, usually Sundays is the only day where I can actually say I'm going to be in bed early because I'm usually up so long on Saturdays that I just, from Saturday to Sunday, that my body just kind of crashes. So usually whatever that 9 o'clock show is that come 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern show that comes on HBO, whether it's Game of Thrones, whether it's recently Westworld, or even way back when Oz and all the stuff used to come on, all those years, for some reason, well, back then it was because I was in high school and college, but for some reason, as of the last couple of years or 3 years, I always fall asleep early on Sunday night. So I watch the 9 o'clock show and then I'm asleep by like 9:45. So I'll get up very early when I'm checking my emails and stuff, and I'll replay that and The Walking Dead. And then Westworld, you got to watch it again sometime before the next show comes on. So it's a show that's about different timelines, but they don't tell you it's about different timelines. They make you think that everything is going on all at once. So I can't tell you too much without telling you spoilers. But basically, it's a show that fucks with your head. Where you watch it again and then see the next episode and be like, oh shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's not something, put it this way, the last 2 episodes is where really everything paid off. Where you're like, okay, now I see why I've been watching this shit. So every HBO show that comes on Sunday nights at that 9 p.m. Eastern slot, I watch every single one for some reason. And they always be good. They always be good. So Westworld has like a whole bunch of critical acclaim and shit, but it's not something where, it's something like where you're laying down, and you're watching it and it'll keep your attention. But then you'll think to yourself like, well, what the fuck was going on? For example, the first 2 episodes, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But then I noticed that you got to start piecing shit together. And then by the time you get to those last 2 episodes or 3, really, that's when that's when you be like, oh, okay, all right, this shit is going to be lit, So you got to really pay attention to it. And you can't watch. It's not a show that you can tell they built it that you got to watch each episode multiple times. And you still probably didn't see all the different, shit. But yeah, yep, I watched the night of. Like I said, every single show that comes on that time slot, I have watched every single one. And some of the ones that come is usually a comedy that comes on like that half an hour after. So I watch all that shit except them fucking girl shows and all that shit. I don't watch that shit. I don't watch that shit. Yeah, you're going to be lost on the first 2 episodes. Like I said, it's going to take some time. You're not going to really start understanding shit until like it's 10 episodes. So you're not going to start understanding shit until like episode 6, where you'll be able to start seeing like, okay, some crazy ass shit going on. So it's not a show where okay, 1 episode. I'm going to be honest with you. 1 episode takes me like maybe 3 hours to watch. And I'm talking 3-4 hours maybe. Because what I'll do is I can't, I'll be working and trying to pay attention, but I'll miss something. So if I got to rewind back, get it to it, then rewind back, get to it, then rewind back, Yeah, I watched the Westworld film. I watched both of them, Westworld and Future World. And yes, I watched every single episode of The Wire multiple times. And The Sopranos multiple times. And Oz multiple times. So I want you on that shit. Ronda Rousey is on Conan tonight. You know what? I think Ronda Rousey gonna get beat up again. Did y'all hear about? I don't know. I mean, of course, it's just allegedly that after the face-off with Amanda Nunes, she was like mentally messed up, or more so, like how can I put it? That she's got the jitters. That being on that big stage and possibly losing again is getting to her. So I've been really studying like MMA a lot. The reason why I'm not doing MMA videos right now, and I haven't done that infamous Conor McGregor video everybody's been asking me to do, but I'm going to do it. But I'm studying the shit out of mixed martial arts. And a good way to study mixed martial arts, truth be told, what I've learned is play the video game. That's going to help you in so many different ways that I can't really put into words right now. But then you got to watch all that shit. I watch every single UFC and Bellator event now. Every single one. Even, what's that other one over the Rizin? R-I-Z-I-N with Gabriel Garcia. All them people. So I'm going to start doing I'm doing a lot of I'm doing a lot of like mixed martial arts research, a lot. So I would say give me until about spring, because remember the website that I'm launching, we're promoting that we're going to be running MMA and we're going to be doing MMA too. But basically, it's hard for me to get an MMA writer because I'm the one that's got to proofread everything and fact check everything. So if I don't know the sport, how can I put somebody's article out there when they may not know what the fuck they're talking about? You know? So I got to make sure my knowledge is right. So if I'm reading this shit, I'm like, well, wait a minute. They don't, how did, you know? So I got to know that. I got to know that. So what I'm doing is I'm just studying the shit out the sport. I'm studying the shit out the sport. And we will be getting to UFC events. Or okay, I know for sure that we're going to cover at least 2 mixed martial arts events in 2017. There will likely be Bellator. There will likely be I've reached out to Bellator. They've gotten back to me, but UFC, you got to really, you know, they're really thorough. Will BKB return? Likely not. They don't have the funding. And I like BKB. I covered every single BKB event. Even had somebody go to a BKB event live. The one that Shane Mosley Jr. and Jesus Soto Carras fought on. A better way to learn is to get down to a gym and train. I don't have time for that shit. I'm not doing that shit. Better way to learn. Of course, that's a good way to learn. I really don't have time for that, to be going in there, because if you're going to do something like that, you got to put like real time into it. I'm not trying to be training for no, 6 hours a week. I don't have time for that crap. John Bones Jones needs to be back. He needs to stop fucking putting banned substances and cocaine into his body. He needs to stop putting banned substances and cocaine. He needs to stay off that. He needs to stay off those nose clams. What's next? Meth? He need to get his shit together. Seriously. He need to get his shit together. You know? John Bones Jones need to come back. Yeah, you're right. He knows this shit. Who wins tonight? Golden State or the Clippers? I don't know. You gotta say Golden State, right? Especially when you got fucking Klay Thompson scoring 60 in 3 quarters. The last person to do that was Kobe when he scored 62. 60 in 3 quarters. And remember, he was struggling the first 10 games of the season. He was struggling the first 10 games of the season. Now he lighting that shit up. Boxing Day is December 26th. What we doing? I don't know. What is December 26th? Just overall boxing holiday? How come I don't know that? Those sweet nose clams. You got to Bones Jones on those sweet nose clams. Those sweet nose clams. Yeah, we got a few minutes left. Yeah, I'm so hyped for this weekend. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I believe that I'm going to do a live stream directly after Joshua versus Molina, that card with Luis Ortiz, David Allen, of course, Whyte versus Chisora, and everybody on that card. Do a live stream after that event, and then do another live stream after the final fight of the night, which most likely will be the Chavez fight. That fight will likely be the last fight of the night. So I think I'm going to do 2 live streams that day, and then all those videos. So what I'm doing is on Friday, it's probably I don't have to leave the house again for a while. Yeah, on Friday, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the market and I'm gonna cook. So I'm gonna get all my food all prepped and out of the way. I didn't hear who T picks for Ruiz versus Parker. I didn't talk about it yet. You know what? I'm going with Joseph Parker. The reason why is we don't know. Okay, the angles. Can Joseph Parker use angles? Because Andy Ruiz is very fast. He's got very, very fast hands. Very fast and sharp hands. He punches very accurately. He punches very accurately. Sure. So, you know, but one thing about Park, I wouldn't say Parker has fast hands. I mean, not as fast as Ruiz, in my opinion. In my opinion. And also, Andy Ruiz, his weight, he started his career at close to 300 pounds, like 297. Lately, for his last 4 or 5 fights, he's been around that 250-pound mark. Where prior to that, he was like 267 and 272. So he's doing good keeping his weight like leveled, you know? He's doing good keeping his weight leveled. Yeah, Parker might get that home cooking. He might get that, you know? Of course, in New Zealand, of all places, and it's not because they have a reputation for screwing people, but it's like, yo, he home. And they don't have like major boxing events there. Nothing like this. So they're not gonna let him lose, you know? They're gonna be like, we're not gonna have our hell no. But then, you know, hey, I'm not making any. Hey, we'll see. Let's hope it doesn't happen. But yeah, so many fights, man, this weekend. So many fights. I'm still tired, and it's crazy because I was in the bed, and I was in the bed from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. Right? Because my body crashed. Because ever since Ward versus Kovalev versus Ward, I've been just working my ass off and, like, you know, not resting. Like I said, I told you I put out like 70 plus videos in like 40 days or some old shit like that. Then doing all that behind the scenes website stuff, being a caregiver, and just it's been crazy. So I just said, you know what? Today I'm just gonna lay the fuck down. And I just stayed. I was just stayed my ass in bed. So now I'm tired again, and I think I should I need to do a video after this. I forgot which one. And then I'm going to go to bed. And then tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to put in a lot of hours. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap this up since I started this at 15. So at 8:15. Okay. So we want this to be 2 hours. Okay, yeah. So we have 13 minutes left. And let me make sure this shit goes off at 13 minutes. I'm gonna remind myself. Let me put this back over here. But yeah, let's talk some boxing. You can ask some questions and I'll just answer them shits. Ruiz was sweating bullets after 5 minutes of media workout, though. Where's that video? This was in New Zealand, right? I haven't seen it. Where's that video? Put that video up. He had a big ass beach towel. I mean, if it's in New Zealand, isn't that like aren't y'all warm like all year round? Probably some hot ass gym. There was some hot ass gym. Evander Holyfield and Marco Antonio Barrera into the Hall of Fame, plus others. I'm going to the Hall of Fame, the Atlantic City Hall of Fame in May. Ain't that crazy? Mike Tyson's going to be there. Ain't that crazy? I'm going to Hall of Fame ceremonies and shit. Should just get the 50s company fold. Yeah, you know what? SMF Boxing, they did fold for my last I checked. Or they filed for bankruptcy. You know, last I checked. And that was a while ago. So we don't know. What they're doing now. We know that they don't have Yurkis Gamboa anymore. Right? We don't. Gamboa fought sometime recently, or was supposed to. Basically, he can't get no big fights. Whoever's promoting him now is not 50 Cent. They're not doing a good job by him because there's so many big fights that he should be getting. You know, especially if he's not tied down to a network. You know, can you imagine a Gamboa versus a Mikey Garcia or something? This bitch is, oh, my bad. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. Mouse pad. Gamboa versus Walters would be good. Gamboa versus Lomachenko. Yeah, Ruiz has one of those bodies where, you know, he one of the type of people, I guess, where he would have to get like the fat cut off. You know, like get the fat cut off. Like I don't think he would ever be able just to be skinny, you know, and like cut. He would have like a bunch of loose skin and stuff. He would have a bunch of loose skin. Yeah. Mm. Did y'all see the interview I did with De La Hoya? Was it the camera, or a lot of people said that he was looking like bad? Now I didn't find out until afterwards, until I got home, where I was reading some of the comments and somebody said something that he was on TMZ and he was like really drunk, talking about he's single and all that shit. But but I noticed something, that he was being like carefully watched, and I didn't know why. So one time I'm sitting there waiting to get my interview with him, and I hear Eric Gomez, the vice president of De La Hoya, is saying like, "Yeah, look, he's got his coffee," or something along the lines of like, "He's cool, he's got his coffee, and he's sipping on it," you know. So that was kind of weird. But the problem I had with that is, it's like I can understand that what he did was bizarre. But it's like, yo, let the man party. You know, that's what I don't like. You know, like when you have like like when you go through something like that, where for example, I told you about my issue I had with the alcohol. I was going through a lot. But I wasn't an alcoholic, despite what people may have thought. I have no physical dependence on the shit. So I drink like once a month. But I know from going to therapy, and I know like where I'm at in life, that I don't need to drink to feel good. I don't need that shit. And I just feel as long as he's not like doing coke and he's not, excuse my language, dressing up like a bitch. You know, that's bad. That's just bad for the company. That's bad for business, you know? Then it's like, let that man live. You know, people like, they like, oh, he's doing this, oh, yada, yada, yada. You know, but from the looks of things, he's not fucking up the company or nothing. He just seemed like one of them type of people where he just need to have somebody to tell him, like, yo, all right, you was drunk last night. Don't go to this event today. Go get your shit together. Remember, you're De La fucking Hoya. Keep your shit together. You know? But like, let that man live. You know, I was drinking like 6 days a week for like 2 years straight. And I wasn't on some alone and like, my sorrows. And, I got into a trap where I was dealing with too many women and I was doing too much partying. You know? That shit will get to you. Especially when you got the money to do it. That shit will get to you. You know? And so what I did was I personally myself checked myself in the rear, because I tried to quit myself. And then I was doing like research on the computer, because I noticed like I was getting like tremors, and, like hands shaking, all that type of shit. And I was looking up the research, and you know how every now and then you'll be scared and shit to go to WebMD, because you'll think like, oh, I got this little pain in my neck. I might have cancer or some shit. So I was looking it up, and I said, oh shit, I'm going through motherfucking withdrawal. I can die from that shit. So I said, fuck that. It took me like a week to get my shit together, and then very discreetly and and quietly, like 3 o'clock in the morning, 8 days before my 30th birthday, I just checked myself in. I just checked myself in. I was like, look, I'm drinking too much and I'm doing crazy ass shit. I'm drinking too much and I'm doing crazy ass shit. And that's when I told my chick at the time, who just so happens to be my baby mom, You know, I told her at the time, it's like, yo, listen, if you want me to get my motherfucking life together, I got to go to rehab. Because I'm gonna continue to keep fucking other women. That's what happens when I start drinking. I just start thinking you know, I just go talking to all these women. Can't do it. Can't do it. You know, so as long as De La Hoya is not out there doing all kind of crazy shit, you know, just like bad for the business, and you know, like, you know, let that man live. You know, let that man live. You know, but he's got to understand that because he's De La Hoya and because of what happened, you know, people are going to, you know, just assume, like, you know, if he like, he can't have like a bad day, or he can't go somewhere like when he's just not drunk or anything, but he hasn't slept for like a day. And then if he's looking all tired and all messed up, I'm like, oh, look at him, he's messed up, he's drunk, or he's on coke again, you know. So that's what I learned. It's like I can't have a bad day, you know, or should I'm having a bad day. You know, I talk a little fast. So I got to make sure that I talk clearly enough, especially if I'm doing videos where, you know how I am, sometimes I may not sleep for a long time. I got to be careful with that because people, oh, he's drinking, you know? So, you know, let that man live. Let that man live, because at the media workout, he was just being, you know, it was no type of red flags or nothing. And I didn't find out about whatever Spanish something got him when he was drunk. I didn't find out about that till after the media workout. When I was editing and uploading the videos, and then I saw that people were saying, we got 4 minutes left. Then I saw that people were saying, you know, yeah, he was drunk as shit last night and all that type of stuff. Then I looked it up and I said, oh, he just, you know, out. I mean, yeah, you could tell he was like intoxicated, but it's like, let that man live, man. You know, let that man live. You know, people who ain't never been through shit before, those are the ones that judge you. Or people who just so happens is usually people who has the same problem. You know, and they look at you like, oh, you know. Yeah, I know he lost his mom at a young age. You know, you'd be surprised the type of stuff they like. You know, my drinking started when I'm not gonna lie, it started getting out of control when I met my father. Because at that time I was a caregiver for 2 different people. I was a caregiver and guardian for 2 different people. I literally had no life. And I was still bartending at the time. So I would have to get up, get one dressed physically, bathe him, dress him, get him on the bus, feed him, get him on the bus to go to the day program, go to work, open the bar, get the bar popping, get out of there in time to get home, get him off the bus, get him dinner, taking care of my father, you know, a lot of shit going on. Not super boxing highlights, whoever you are. It's just that at the end of my videos, y'all already know. I just start talking about, like, once we get the boxing shit out the way, you know, I just start talking about, you know, regular other shit. You know, it's always been like that. But we just chill and relax. So we got all the boxing stuff out of the way. We spent an hour and a half, you know, thoroughly talking about like Whyte versus Chisora. You know, he bit that man on the tit. He bit him. He bit him on the titty. Threw a table at Adam Smith's head. I just hope the British Boxing Board of Control, we got 2 minutes left, is saying that they're going to they may, you know, or this fight may get canceled. This shit's not getting canceled. It's gonna be some fines, because especially after that shit Dereck Chisora was talking about, like how he don't care about getting fined and he knows it already. They're gonna fine the shit out of him. You know, so I think he threw a table. Come on. Something's gotta happen. And he's talking about how he don't care about the fight, and you know, he can lose his license and get one the same day. They're gonna find this shit out you. They listening to all that. Why would you say that shit? They listening to all that. Somebody was probably there listening to him. I'm sure somebody from the British Boxing Board of Control was there listening to him like, okay. You serious? You serious? You serious? So I'm taking, you know, the rest of this day off like I was supposed to. And I'm gonna play some video games. So once again, I'm gonna type it in the chat. This is my gamer tag. So I'm probably going to play some Battlefield first. I don't know how. I know how to use Xbox 360, but this Xbox One shit is new to me, so I don't really know how to use it. I don't know all the little features and shit. I just know how to play the motherfucking video games. So I'm gonna figure out. I did download the Xbox app and the Xbox Smart Glass. We can control the shit from your phone. So I do. Yeah, I'm on Xbox One. So I do. I'm going to learn real quick how to add people because a lot of people have been adding me. Also, crazy as it may sound, Roy Jones is fighting not too far from here, and I'm going. I'm covering the Roy Jones Bobby Gunn fight. If you don't know about it, Roy Jones is fighting in Wilmington, Delaware. I'm covering it. I'm going to the Roy Jones fight. I'm going to the Roy Jones fight. It's on February the 17th in Wilmington, Delaware. Because it's like, yo, it's Roy Jones. I can understand, it's whatever you want to say about the fight. But it's like, yo, it's Roy Jones. I got to go talk to him, This is like a dream come true in a way to be able to say, yo, I can interview Roy Jones. I've interviewed Oscar De La Hoya, and then at the Hall of Fame in Atlantic City, I'm going to interview Mike Tyson. So that's like a dream. So I'm going. I just hope that he don't get hurt in there, man. Just hope that he don't get hurt. So I got a UFC 2. Whatever games come with that EA access, I got. Whatever games come with that, I got UFC 2 downloaded. I have NBA 2K17. I have Battlefield 1. A couple of other games. I do have PlayStation. I have PlayStation 4, but I haven't played it in a while. But I do have GTA 5 on that. What else? A couple other games. But I'm going to be playing Xbox. I'm going to be playing Xbox, and I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. My Twitch is also TstreeT Controversy. If people have this, everything's TstreeT Controversy. It's either TstreeT Controversy or TST Controversy. TST Controversy. So I'm going to eat some chicken and play some video games. Get some hydration. I haven't been drinking enough water. And I will see you guys. Well, I'm going to do videos tomorrow. So tomorrow on my list is the Julian Williams fight. Julian Williams, Jamal Charlo. Crawford versus Molina. Scott Quigg. And a couple other videos. I also have still some more interviews to upload. And yes, I'm going to get that Hank Lundy interview out because it's fight week. I might as well get it out. He's the one that's been training in sparring with John Molina for the Crawford fight. So please subscribe. All the links to my social media right down below in the description box. I am TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live.